American life, we forget about the real world, and we live behind deadlines and computer screens, behind our phones. And that's our real life, but it's not a real life.
In 2012, I was already getting into that constant cycle of go, 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 go. I was working and I was going to school and I was completely lost.
I was walking by a board and it had the study abroad trip to Argentina on it.
I decided to take the flyer and take it home. And I told my sister, I'm like, I'm going on this trip. Like, what do you think? And she says, I think you should do it. And so I got on this plane with 11 other people that I had never met before. We stayed in Cordoba, Argentina. And one weekend we decided, hey, let's go to Mendoza. It's the city with the highest peak of the Andes Mountains. And it's the Aconcagua. It is huge. It's nothing like I've ever seen before. It was so cold, my face was frozen. I was wearing yoga pants and gym shoes and a scarf. And I was not prepared at all for what I was doing. So, we get up where I could hike without any more extra gear, and they're sledding. It's sledding on this tiny booty sled. So it's small, you sit on it, and that's it. It's only enough for your bottom, and you go down and you slide down. I had a cold, and because of the elevation, my breathing became very strained. And even then, I was the most peaceful person. So happy. And in that moment, nothing else mattered. It was a beautiful thing. I just knew that I had made the right decision, and I was there for a reason. I always had to be in control, I always had to win, I always had to be on time. I had to do all these things that don't necessarily mean anything. It made me rigid, and it didn't make me live. It's just one of those moments that it made me. It's a part of me. It's part of my timeline, it's part of my story. Travel, meet people, see things, live, breathe, pause. Pause is the most important thing. You just pause, you can see the world around you. I never took the time to pause. I never took the time to breathe, to be me, to know what being me means. I felt victorious for having to have seen that and felt that. Wonderfully small, because you know that the universe is bigger than you, and that's okay.